Hello and welcome. You ever get completely knocked out by this, mysterious, overwhelming sleepiness right after a big meal? Well, today we are solving the science behind that exact feeling, the one we all call the food coma. Let's get right into it.
You totally know the feeling. You've just demolished a fantastic meal, right? You should be full of energy, but instead, nope. Your eyelids feel like they weigh 100 pounds, and a nap is basically screaming your name. If this sounds a little too familiar, you are in exactly the right place. This is Life in Molecules, where we break down biochemistry into simple, clear explanations you can actually understand.
Okay, so our whole story starts the second you take your first bite. And this is especially true if that meal is loaded with carbohydrates. We're talking bread, pasta, potatoes, maybe some sugary drinks. This is literally the starting pistol for a massive chain reaction inside your body.
So what happens next? Well, as your body starts digesting all those carbs, it breaks them down into sugar, which is also known as glucose, and that sugar just floods right into your bloodstream. And this is what causes that huge jump in your blood sugar levels, that classic post-meal spike you might have heard about. Now, your body doesn't really like having all that extra sugar just, hanging out in your blood, so it calls in the cavalry. It calls in its expert response team, and the star player, the MVP of that team, is a hormone called insulin. The best way to think about insulin is like a key, a very, very important key. Its main job is to zip around your bloodstream, find your cells, and literally unlock the doors, so all that sugar can get inside and be used for energy. It's an absolutely crucial process for, fueling your entire body.
But insulin has a secret side hustle. Yep, its work doesn't just stop with managing sugar. And this, right here, is where our story takes a really interesting turn. A turn that leads directly to that sleepy, sleepy feeling.
So here's the plot twist. While insulin is super busy clearing all that sugar out of your blood, it's also, completely by accident, changing the traffic patterns for all the other molecules that are trying to get into your brain. It's an unexpected side effect. So to really get this, just imagine the pathway to your brain is like the velvet rope line outside a super popular nightclub. Insulin basically acts like the bouncer, clearing out almost everybody else in line. And this gives one special amino acid called tryptophan a VIP pass to just waltz right on in with practically no competition. And what even is tryptophan? Well, it's just a building block, one of the essential things your body gets from food. You've probably heard about it when people talk about Thanksgiving turkey making you sleepy, right? But the thing is, it's in a ton of foods. And its new exclusive VIP access to your brain, that is the key to this whole mystery. Okay, so let's recap. We've followed all the clues. The carbs led to a sugar spike, which brought in insulin, which gave tryptophan that VIP pass straight to the brain. So what's the final piece of the puzzle? It all boils down to a pretty simple and kind of beautiful biochemical equation. Once all that tryptophan gets into your brain cells immediately start converting it into another molecule. It's a direct one-to-one thing. The more tryptophan that gets in, the more of this next chemical gets made. And that chemical is serotonin. Now, you might know serotonin as the feel-good chemical, the one that affects your mood. But it actually wears a lot of different hats, and one of its most important jobs is helping to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. And there it is. That's the mic drop. That flood of serotonin is exactly what produces those feelings of calm, of relaxation, and yep, that deep, can't-fight-it sleepiness. That feeling isn't just in your head. I mean, technically it is in your head, but it's pure biochemistry at work. So, the next time you feel that post-meal slump hitting you, just remember this. What feels like your body slowing down is actually an incredibly active and really complex process. Your body isn't shutting down at all. It's just shifting gears from eating and digesting to resting and processing. It's pretty cool, right? And that kind of leaves us with a fascinating last thought. We've just walked through a clear, direct chemical pathway from the food on your plate all the way to how sleepy or how calm you feel. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just how much does what you eat really control how you feel every single day? Hey, if you enjoyed untangling that little bit of science with us, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and maybe share this with someone else you think might find it interesting. And of course, make sure to subscribe and follow for more explainers from Life in Molecules. Thanks so much for watching.